In its September 17 edition, The Economist ran an article titled "The World's Biggest Bet on India." The article focuses on Tata's investment plans and is highly interesting. But what caught my attention is the context of the article. The news that India is bidding to become a new global hub for semiconductor manufacturing to rival China, Taiwan and South Korea. As part of its broader effort to turn India into the workshop of the world, the government of Narendra Modi is creating $10 billion of incentives to encourage manufacturers to establish fabs and foundries. This follows the move by the US government to push through the CHIPS and Science Act, which features $52 billion of grants to support chip making. The European Union is also seeking to secure the continent's supply of semiconductors with a $43 billion CHIP Act. For CEOs and the chief procurement officers figuring out how to ensure their company's supply of semiconductors, these are positive developments. Last year, car makers were forced to cancel plans to build 10 million cars because they couldn't get a steady supply of semiconductors. This year and next, they expect to cancel plans to build a further 12 million cars. Other industries are similarly affected because semiconductors are the workhorse of the modern world, found in everything from computers and smartphones to airplanes, healthcare devices, gaming consoles, and fridges. Right now, companies are reliant on a few suppliers in a few countries. No chip maker is more dominant than TSMC, the world's largest, based in Taiwan. It commands 53% of the global foundry market, with other Taiwan-based companies claiming a further 10%. And if we look at leading nodes, smaller than 10 nanometers, TSMC still enjoys a near monopoly. Given this overdependency, it is not surprising that nations are finally looking to establish their own independent sources of supply. But as welcome as these national efforts are, CEOs should do everything in their power to wrestle back control of their company's future. In particular, they should put suppliers at the heart of the company by, among other things, building personal relationships with the CEOs of their suppliers. I don't just mean the CEOs of the obvious direct or tier 1 suppliers, but basically every mission-critical supplier in their supply chain. And as a reminder of how critical this is, consider what C.C. Wei, the CEO of TSMC, complained about recently. Before the current semiconductor crisis, CEOs of car makers had never reached out to him. But since the onset of the crisis in the automotive industry, they're calling him all the time and behave as if they were his best friend. Inevitably, this means that business leaders will need to devote much more time to suppliers than the 7 minutes per day that they do right now. But it will be worth it in the end. Apple, Dell, Tesla, these are just some of the companies whose leaders put suppliers at the heart of their business. And look how well they are weathering the storms of the global supply chain crisis. In summary, CEOs shouldn't wait for countries to act on critical supply chain issues. They should strive to be the masters of their own destiny. As I explain in my new book, Profit from the Source, this means that they should completely rethink the way they interact with their suppliers. I'm Christian Schuh, and this has been a new segment of my channel Procurement in the Park. Thank you for watching, and if you are a first-time visitor, please hit the bell and subscribe. Bye!